sheet's going to be on netball. First of all, I want you to take a look at the learning outcome sheet, and that's telling you all the sort of things you're going to be using whilst playing netball. So I want you to match the picture up to the definition of the learning outcome, and then I want these to be considered in the next task when you're going to rate yourself and your peers' performance in a 1 to 5. That's what I want.
Getting the rebound, do you not think?
Yeah.
The core task involved a game called N-ball, which is a modified version of netball. Therefore, netball rules applied. However, in order to score a point, the team had to progress the ball down the court and receive the ball in the end zone. When a point had been scored, to restart the game, the opposing team would start with the ball in the end zone.
Myself a 4 for control footplay because during the game I didn't really get pulled up by the umpire, and when I was off balance I was able to use my core strength to stop me from going off balance and doing footwork. But I think for getting through for the ball, I think I'm only going to give myself a 1 because I did find it really, really difficult to get in front of my defender, and a lot of the times I almost wasn't getting the ball very often.
Yeah, I agree, because you won't get in front of your defender and everyone was crowding around the ball.
Yeah, so I think that's what I need to work on.
The learning outcome rating provided during peer and self-assessment and teacher observation would be used to inform the teacher that getting free for the ball was a learning outcome that required improvement. The teacher then would use this information to construct a SMART task. This involves the introduction of additional rules in the N-ball game that will cause a learner to continuously replicate a tactical concept and therefore guide them to understand why this tactical concept will help them to get free for the ball.
Now we're going to use a practice that we did before. However, now when you receive the ball and you pass it on, you must then run to the end zone and then re-offer. So you must run to the end zone before you re-offer for the ball. Okay? But when you run into the end zone, why is it important that you keep your eye on the ball, Charlotte?
Is it so you can see where the ball is and the time to remove afterwards?
Yeah, so you make sure you keep your eye on the ball. To run to the end zone before you re-offer for the ball. Great. Clear out the way. Right, so why is it important to clear out the space during the game, Jess?
Is it so we can create space?
Yes, we're creating space. What is another reason why we want to clear out the way? Yeah.
Because, to stop crowds.
Right, so why do we want to stop the crowd in the game? What would that cause, Jess?
Because if you're crowded, you're going to have lots of defenders in the same area. So they're going to be more likely to have the interception. So
what would happen if we intercepted the ball?
We're going to lose possession.
Right, that's not what's happening in the game, is it? Okay? So now we're going to watch a learning model of how to get free for the ball. When you're watching the clip, I want you to consider the position of the attacker when you receive the ball, the action you use to get away from their defender, and why timing is important. So what would happen if you move too soon? What would happen if you move too late? Why would you receive the ball? Okay? Watching the learning model, in terms of positioning, where were they when you received the ball?
The attacker is always in front of the defender.
Okay, Charlotte, why is that important to you for the defender?
Well, it means that it's not going to be challenged or contested.
Yeah, okay, so the defender's not going to intercept it easily. Okay. So in terms of the action, what sort of speed and direction would you use to make sure you get away from the defender? Yeah? And what's meant by a dodge?
To change direction.
And why would you want to change direction?
It would be so like your defender can't easily read where you're going to go, and like you can trick them and get free.
Right, okay. So in terms of timing, that's a really important element. But this is because what would happen if you moved too soon? Charlotte?
If you move too soon, then the ball would get intercepted.
Right, and why would it get intercepted?
Because like, would you be standing there, and then could you move too soon, the ball carrier's not ready to throw the ball, so the defender will just like be with you, and
Right,
they'll just
okay.
be able to hit the ball easily.
In contrast, what would happen then if you moved too late? Amy? Held ball. And what is that?
Too long.
How long is too long?
3 seconds. After 3
Right,
seconds.
okay.
I'm now going to give myself a 4 for getting free for the ball. And I think when we went back into the last game of end ball, I was able to get free from my player because I opted to clear, and then I was able to drive forward at speed, so I was always in front of my defender when I was going to receive the ball.
Okay, so now we're going to use the star and the wish. On the star, I want you to tell me what you learned during the lesson and why you think that improved your performance. And on the wish, I want you to tell me what you think needs to improve on and why this is the case. Okay? And Chelsea, can you tell me what you learned during the lesson?
I've learned I can move forward and turn down and to receive a fantastic ball.
And why is that what you think?
I need to do that so my defender can sack the ball.
Right, okay. Okay, now, so, Jack, I want you to tell me what you feel you need to improve on that during the lesson.
I think I need to work on changing direction more, especially like if I've got a defender that's the same speed as me or even quicker than me.
Right, okay, so why should you need to do that in the game?
Because if they're the same speed as me, like I won't get full free for the ball, so I need to change up a little bit, change my direction and speed in order to keep the possession of the ball.
Okay, hold on. Right, now, yeah, I want you to give me something that you learned during the lesson. Okay?
I've learned once you pass the ball to clear to create space.
Right, okay, so you're clearing to create space, and what will that help to do?
Create space and make it less crowded in the team.
Cool. Cool. And finally, Charlotte, what do you feel you need to improve on after this lesson?
I think I need to improve on my time
Right, okay, why do you think the time is better?
because I was waiting too long, so the play is not on the ball and I need to go to the other team.
The stars and wishes would then be placed in a P logbook, which would be used by the teacher in conjunction with teacher observation to inform their planning in terms of the learning outcomes that will be focused upon in the next lesson.